So today I'm going to be launching a starship in Juno New Origins. I've got the super heavy booster and the starship here, and this thing can actually go to orbit and land back on Earth, or Drew in this game. Now this game is very similar to Kerbal Space Program, as you'll see here, but it does have some differences. Like the planet is slightly bigger than Kerbin, and there's also some different parts and unique mechanics as well, such as this cool nav ball thingy. But anyway, as you can see, we're ascending here. I don't know why I did such like a vertical ascent. I guess I was just trying to take some camera shots for the thumbnail. I don't know. And you might be wondering, you might have noticed I'm filming this on my phone, and you might be wondering why. Well, I'm actually away from home at the moment, and obviously I don't have Kerbal Space Program or the computer, so I've found a good alternative. Now, Juno New Origins is actually a really cool game. I actually am really enjoying it. But don't worry, guys, Kerbal Space Program is still definitely my favorite. As you can see, we had a bit of a weird separation from the first stage there. I know that was very odd. But that super heavy booster got our apoapsis way too high. So we just had to point down a bit just to decrease it a bit. And this is good because it still accelerates our horizontal velocity quite a bit. But now we can just level out and continue to go to orbit. Now, yes, I did actually try to do this in Kerbal Space Program a couple days ago. And, well, it didn't work out. I was doing it in Kerbal Space Program too. And every time I would try to land or do anything of that nature, the landing legs would rip off, the fins would rip off, it would just go sideways, it would fall under the map. It was crazy. Even with the second patch, it was still just terrible. So yeah, sorry I couldn't do that, but I just didn't have the sanity to go on, to be quite frank. But anyway, now our starship is in orbit of Drew, or let's just say Earth. And as you can see, it is definitely in orbit. Now this isn't actually true to the mission though, because even though it is an orbital test flight, it doesn't actually go to orbit. Well, it does. It gets the starship will get very close to orbit, very, very close to orbital velocity, but it won't go to orbit. Just in case the engines don't fire, it will re-enter the atmosphere and decay, but it will basically be in orbit, so I can still call it an orbital test flight, I think. But anyway, here we are descending, and we've got 10% fuel left to work with for the slowdown burn, and of course our final suicide burn to come to a safe splashdown in the ocean. Now our rocket started flipping here, and that sucked. It was this thing handles like an absolute brick falling through the air, which I really didn't think would be the case, but I guess it was. So yeah, Juno New Origins in particular has some really crazy aerodynamic physics. They're probably more accurate than Kerbal Space Program too, but yeah, I find them annoying, especially how my rocket just flips over like that. But anyway, here we are, descending into the ocean, and the reason why we're doing this is because the real starship in the orbital test flight will come to a stop in the ocean, but it will crash in the ocean. But I wanted to land this in the ocean because I actually put a crew capsule on this, so I feel it's only right to actually make it survive. As you can see here, we have successfully touched down in the ocean with Starship. We can deploy the fairings there. Yeah, they were kind of the nose cone. And as you can see, our little astronaut and capsule survived. So, hey, I call that a win. Anyway, as you can see, our Starship, for some reason, just came upright with the fairing separation. Not entirely sure how that worked. But anyway, here we are. We have completed the mission. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next time.